Alright guys, welcome back. As you guys know, our last 5 to 10 videos have been about our trip to Morocco. A lot of you have had a lot of questions, so we just decided to sum up everything in one quick short video and give you 10 things or more, most important things that you should know before going to Morocco, especially Marrakech, because that's where we went.
Everything that we're about to tell you is from our own experience. Other people may have other experiences out there. If you have a completely different experience to Marrakech, Morocco, please let us know in the comments, because we want to know how different of an experience it was. But if you had a similar experience to us, also let us know in the comments, because why not? We could definitely vibe on that.
Okay.
That was
like
cute.
that. Number 1. It's a fully Muslim functioning country. Just prepare for the full Muslim experience, Islamic experience. Like they're really strict about that.
Made sure I dressed a lot more modest, especially when we was going out and about. You may be thinking like, oh my gosh, your holiday fits are like the worst, Maria, but I had to wear these outfits. I'm not saying when you're in the hotel, like you can't, get your ass out, boobs out. Of course, 100%. But when I was out and about, I made sure to at least cover up my chest area.
It's good to respect other people's religious and countries. Don't expect them to break their rules just for you. Definitely not the Muslim. They'll never break their rules. Number 2, the food is not necessarily bad. It's not really seasoned.
It's not tasty.
So if you eat out of the hotel, it's most likely the food is actually
nice.
Good. We went and grabbed some street food. It was very nice.
Very
we went to a restaurant. It was very nice.
Ooh.
But the restaurant in the hotel that we staying at, most of the times it was not very tasty. Like the meat, the chicken was not very tasty.
No. Number 3, guys. I did not expect this. As soon as we arrived, we found our private driver. We got in the car with him. My man was crazy. Never seen anyone drive like that before. They drive so crazy over there. Oh my gosh. It was very much like every man for themselves. People are honking. Beep, beep. There's no lines on the road. There's no sign for a giveaway. Honestly, guys, they drive kind of crazy over there.
There's no crossings. There is no zebras.
We needed to cross the street. And I was just like, babe, we just have to step into the road.
Yes, one of those, if you step in the road, they see that there's a person and they're not going to stop. They'll slow down. So you just keep going.
That brings us on to point number 4. Make sure you keep your bags in front. Make sure you can visibly see your bag while you're walking around in the market. You don't know if someone accidentally bump into you and then boom, you've lost your phone. You just never know the type of people out there, right? That's the sort of advice that I would give to anyone going to any country.
Don't put a phone, don't put a wallet in your pockets. Definitely not in your back pocket. At the end of the day, look, we're going there as tourists, so we are automatically a target. Don't hug anyone, don't dab anyone, don't let anyone get near or close to you. That's a perfect segue for tip number 5, which is that they're in your face, especially you as a foreigner. We went to the biggest Morocco-Marrakech market, and people out there, as soon as they see us, they shout, oh, come here,
Bonjour, bonjour.
Or they'll just like walk up to us, like literally just come into our face and just like start talking or something. They'll try to like, oh, and now but I have to ask them like, don't touch, like don't touch me, don't touch that. Okay, I'm sorry. They're very pushy. They want to sell things. This is their business. This is how they eat at the end of the day. So they will try and pressure you into buying stuff. If you're a shy person, introvert person, that might really like rub you in the wrong place.
So we was like recording like a cobra, we was recording a monkey. They caught us like recording and they were like, oh, come, money. They will really try and get you to touch the monkey. If you touch the monkey, you will have to pay.
That was actually number 6.
Oh, was it?
Thing. Nothing is for free over there, okay?
Okay, there you go.
Especially when you're foreign, everything is transactional.
Yes.
Number 7 is they don't really do favors. You know, sometimes like you spend a whole week in a hotel. On the last day, you ask them for a little favor. Oh, do you mind if I just do this? And they're like, yeah, that's fine. Do it. Bro, the amount of times I've asked them for like things that are not going to cost them absolutely anything. They're not giving me anything out of their pocket.
No.
It's free stuff. Like
free.
We went archery, right? And I was like, can I just stay like 5 minutes extra and I'll just drop the things over there? They were like, no, you can't. I'm like, but why not? Like I'm a part of the hotel, all inclusive. I'm paying all these money. I'm not going to break you or nothing. I'm an adult. I just want to stay 5-10 minutes extra. They were like, no. Can I have a volleyball ball? No, it's only reserved for the actual volleyball activity when people play together. And I'm like, okay, but I can rent a football ball and go and play there with a football ball on the volleyball pitch. They were like, yeah, you can do that. And I'm like,
even another thing, like we asked them for like our vlog, whatever, if Victor can just jump in the golf cart just to do like a little, just pretend like wee. The guy said no. You know what I mean? It was a bit like, okay, can we jump in and you drive us around then for our vlog? He said, no, do you have luggage? You can only get in there if you have luggage. And it's like, you can't just do a little roundabout thing with us on the thing. And he was like, no. And I actually caught that whole interaction on camera, but I think Victor probably edited it out.
Next one is people in Morocco in general, they don't speak very good English.
Yeah.
Some of them did. The people on reception, yes. But everyone else...
Especially when you enter like the market or like leave your hotel, you kind of just have to speak very broken English or even like French English, so Franglish. And then that way you can kind of get by. But in the hotel as well, like sometimes they'll just look at you and be like, huh? Just kind of bear that in mind. By the end of the day, we're not going to an English-speaking country. But yeah, just kind of expect that.
And another thing, when it comes to the staff, some of them are very nice, like extremely nice.
Oh
like,
my God.
They just treat you like a king, man.
Yeah.
Like there was this guy, he was just super cool. He was like, on day one, he didn't know us. On the first night, he was like, if you need anything throughout your stay, you just let me know. You just find me, let me know.
Every single night, he'll give us a whole like 1 liter bottle of water. He'd be like, yeah, take that to your room, have that. We got to a point where we had like 5 bottled waters. He would open the door for us when he see us come in.
Some of the other ones, like you could just tell like they just didn't want to work there, or they were just lazy or tired, or it's like they make you feel like you're the one bothering them. I never like understood people like that. If you don't want to work somewhere, man, just go work somewhere where you're gonna be passionate, we're gonna be happy, and that's how you're gonna give good experience to the people that are paying to be there.
Exactly.
But me paying all these money to come there and just come ask you for a bowl, and you're like giving me attitude or rolling guys because I'm asking you for a bowl. Yeah, it's like, bro, like
almost like you could just tell like she just like they just want to be on their phone. Like I understand like if maybe you had a bad day like one day or whatever, but when it's every single day and the attitude hasn't changed, then it's like, okay, you just genuinely either don't like your job. It's like,
you don't like me.
Yeah, or you just don't like us, and maybe it's just a vendetta against us. Like we're saying, this is our personal experience. At the end of the day, the people in Morocco are amazing. Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of the hotel, we're gonna jump into number 8 or 9. I lost
We've
track.
lost count.
They have very funny lunch breaks. Breakfast 7 till 10, and then from 10 till 12:30, nothing.
No snacks, no nothing. The only thing you can get is drinks.
And then from 12:30 till 3, lunch,
and snacks are open at this time.
And then snacks will be open till 5, and then from 5 till 7, nothing. And then dinner from 7 till 10. Aqua Park, it will be open for 2 hours, then close for 2 hours, then open again for 3 hours.
Yes.
The place that you can get a bowl or a racket or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Open for 3 hours, closed for 2.5 hours, and then open for 2 hours. So you have these very small windows.
Yeah.
Although it is all inclusive and there's a lot of people working there, there's these like small windows that you can do certain things.
Yep.
And if you're there just for a couple of days, like you realize I can actually do everything. It really felt like they were just not functioning half of the time. They were just closed.
Especially that period between 5 and 7 or 4, maybe. You just realize that you're literally sitting there for like 2-3 hours without food
till 7.
And nothing is open. There you can't get balls, you can't get anything, you can't do anything, and it's just like nothing is open. You're just like, wow, we're just gonna have to sit on our hotel room for about like 3 hours just like watching TV.
There's this corner shop, but obviously I'm on the all-inclusive. I don't want to have to like
go and pay for snacks.
That's the one thing that was a bit like all-inclusive is all-inclusive. That means there's always food on deck. Whenever I want, you should have food on deck all the time. Yes. Be prepared, for a funny schedule.
Yes. Okay, guys. So if you guys want to do any excursions, hot air ballooning, camel riding, dirt bikes, hiking, going to see the waterfalls, or anything like that, like a proper excursion that you would do when you're on holiday, you need to make sure you book this online first. Do not book it in the hotel.
Or the airport. No.
Don't book it in the airport. Don't book it when you're in Morocco. Use like an app. So I use Expedia. This is not sponsored, so I'm only going to say the name once. I use this website and I booked our excursions off there. I kid you not, if I was to book it in Morocco via the taxi man who gave us like an excursion sheet via our hotel, it would have been £60 per person just to do one thing. Online, it was literally about like 15 euros per person, and we did hiking, camel riding, the waterfalls. Lunch wasn't included. Lunch was like maybe like 5 euros extra per person or 2 euros extra per person. But at the end of the day, we did all of these excursions for cheap.
That was very good. And speaking of money is a big thing over there. I'll tell you now. When it comes to money, their main currency is Moroccantea, right? They also do euros on certain places, like the hotel, they'll do euros. But if you go to proper like the market where we went, everything is just dirham. You cannot buy anything with euros.
Nothing.
We couldn't even buy ice cream. We couldn't even buy
strawberries at one point.
We had to like walk, so we couldn't even get into this palace that we wanted to go into. It's not because we didn't want to spend money. Everything is so cheap.
cheap.
We got like a lunch, I think just for £2 or £3 for both of us.
It was really
and I'm
cheap.
talking like proper meals with
$5.
side and with a drink, just for I think $1.50 per person. Like it's so cheap, but make sure it's dirham because they don't care about euros. Speaking of the market and buying, purchasing stuff, guys, you have to negotiate absolutely everything. It's not like at the mall, like it's fixed price or the local supermarket. Like if they tell you $10, don't say 10.
They'll be like, okay, here's a 10 pack.
Yeah, don't say, you know.
You say $2.
You say 2, and then they meet you at 8. Then you meet them at 4. Then they meet you at 6. Then you meet them at 5, and then you pay 5 at the end.
That's 50% off. What you
fight
talking
for it.
about?
So negotiate absolutely everything. That's what I would say. That one is a short one, but just
it was a great negotiator.
Yeah, I dropped what did we buy? We bought an iPhone 15 Pro Max from 2K. I bought it for $100.
Now, this is the last one. You guys need to know this one, okay? The airport, when you're leaving MoroccoMarrakech, is mad. Oh my gosh, you tell them, baby. You tell them.
When we was coming back, man, 5 to 10 security checks.
Yes.
You know how normal airports just have one? They have 5 to 10. We was stopping, like, doing the exact same thing.
Yes.
Okay, give me your bag. Okay, it's going through this. Okay, now open it.
There was this old lady, right, that wrapped a knife, like a 5-inch knife, bro. It was like this big, bro. She wrapped it in scarf, fam, thinking that when they go through, you know, the scanner for the bags, that they wouldn't clock it. They clocked it, and they said, "What do you have in here?" She said, "I don't know." Old lady, so maybe she just genuinely forgot that she packed a knife like that. She was like, I don't know. And then they were like, "What did you put in here? You have something in here." I was like, "Hey, yo, it's crazy." So then they put her bag through it again, yeah? They took most things out. They put her bag through it again, and then they found it was stuffed under. It was stuffed, and it was wrapped in a scarf, and they were like, they put on a knife like this. It was like a skinny knife, but it was like long. They put on a knife like this. The girl just wrapped it in tissue and put it on the top and sent her way. I said, "How are you still letting this old lady go through? Put her to jail. She's trying to take a knife back to some country. I don't even know which country or plane she's going to. You let her through. She didn't get no repercussions or nothing. That was crazy."
There's people running missing their flights because there's so much security there. Because people getting held up for like so long. So I would recommend just like be there a couple hours early, and then you can chill and rest there. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much everything we recommend and all the things that we think that you should know before booking a holiday to Morocco.
Let us know what you think down in the comments. Have you been to Morocco? Would you go to Morocco after watching this video? I think you definitely should. It was a great experience. You guys watched our vlogs. We had so much fun.
Again, one more time, thank you for being a part of our Moroccan experience. Thank you for supporting the vlogs. Hope you have a good one. We'll see you again in the next one. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.